right to the vendors is really cool. You're able to actually kind of hear the story behind maybe, a really artisanal alcohol or this cheese salsa right over there. It's amazing.
And it's all in one place. So you don't have to go and find these vendors. And a lot of the places we actually start buying from afterwards.
Sometimes you find like the grower himself or herself, and that's really cool to be able to talk to them and say like, okay, what are you doing? Do you treat it a certain way? And that's a little bit cooler. You get to ask like some more personal questions.
My experience was that it expands your palate because you start to get more and more specific about what you like. So it definitely helps you because when you're buying wine and you haven't tasted it yet, there's just a lot more variety that you wouldn't otherwise be able to try if you didn't come to like a wine tasting event.
That leads me to the three major styles of rosé. One of the most common ones is your Provost style, lightly fruity, easy drinking, maybe a little floral on the nose. The finish should have a little bit of salinity, something kind of palate cleansing to it. And that makes this really, really great food wine in general. Rosés are meant to be paired with food. Next is savory. And savory is where you have a little bit more minerality. You almost get like iron notes and salinity and saltiness to it, a little bit more intensity. And last is sweet.
I think we've gotten to try a lot of wines that we wouldn't get to normally, so it's been really good.
And there's a lot more food than I expected, and that's kind of fun because you can pace yourself and try some other things too.
We took a lot of catalogs home and cards so that we could look them up and order. And they do party events, so you can ask them to come out and cater an event you're having, which is good, and then you get a little discount on some of the inventory that you might want to purchase.
And then events like this really propel, especially like young people like myself who's trying to get into something like this, really trying to expand their knowledge, expand their vocabulary in like the wine world, and go forth from there. As I become more educated and learn the processes of making these delicious wines, learning more about the grapes, like the texture, like what goes into making a really good wine, whether it's white, red, rosé, or something along those lines.
You're with a bunch of people here at the stations that do wine for a living, so they can talk to you in whatever level you like. And no one ever looks at you like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Everybody wants to educate you, everyone wants to talk to you, so it's very nice. I think these events are very well done.